Hey! That's not the vibes.
It's not the vibes.
That's not the vibes right there.
That's the vibes.
That's a whole ass dude right there. I love him. I love this man. Beautiful man. Look at him. Look at it. What's that?
What just dropped?
My balls. That was terrible. I hate you for that.
All right, should we start it?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back
Hey, everybody.
to 5 years late. This is the podcast. This is the podcast.
Welcome back to the Joe Rogan experience.
Things are falling down. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Everything keeps like falling over here. I don't know
Why
what the
did
fuck
that
that
even
is.
happen?
I don't know. The other thing, I don't know exactly
We
what.
just get socked in the face by the ghost.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what is. Something over there is. There's like a cascading noise.
Ghost. Now we're gonna segue into our next bit.
What is that?
I'm just kidding. I don't have anything.
No.
I have nothing prepared for this podcast.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
Oh yeah, multiple times.
Would you fuck a ghost?
Would I fuck?
Yeah, I saw a thing. I saw this like.
This is the question you ask me every time we talk about anything. Would I fuck whatever that thing is?
No, just this and aliens. But it's just that we talk about aliens
talked
so
about
much.
fucking our phones.
Did we?
Yeah, we said if we had like a phone case that was like a pair of titties. This is an old podcast. This was like last year.
I wouldn't.
We've almost been recording for.
Holy shit, that's so weird. They need to put us down.
By next March, we'll be 2 years in.
We have to be doing Joe Rogan numbers by then.
So we have a friend that does a podcast, and they just recently have had their 1 year mark, and they had a giant dinner.
Oh yeah, they had a little. That was cute.
And they ate. You know.
We need to do that.
What the fuck? Where's my thing?
Well, I do want to say one host set it up for the other host. I think you should set it up.
I feel like it should be you since I'm setting everything up constantly. You should be like, since Brennan, since you're always doing this, and you work hard.
Well, my love language is acts of service.
So is mine.
I actually don't know what mine. I don't really.
Let's really dive. Now that our audience is in here, this is really up to us to bring out the femininity to the podcast. You know? Yeah. So
this is gonna be our gayest episode yet.
Not that they identify as that, but they do have a level of femininity that
don't
we
do
all?
Not.
Yeah.
I'm
just saying their level is a little higher than ours.
No, not me.
Nah, definitely you.
I'm a woman.
You're sometimes toxic masculine. I didn't say that correctly, but I'm just gonna roll with it.
Toxically masculine.
Toxically masculine.
Yeah. Well, see, just right there, I just mansplained right now.
Yeah, you bitch.
That's pretty
you
toxic.
You whole ass bitch.
Well, there's that like the.
Well, we're gonna go back into the love language thing. No segue. We're not segueing out of that. I know.
Okay.
You person. You really want to know what his love language is. I need to slow down. I'm gonna stutter.
I believe in you. Go ahead.
Okay, but love languages. There's a couple. So how about I pull it up? You talk about whatever you're gonna talk about, and then I'll find some love language for us.
I just don't like. I will say I don't really understand what it means specifically. Like, is it like how you express love or how you like to be loved?
It's both.
Oh, okay.
It's how you like give love, like what your language is, like obviously like how you interpret it and how you give to other people and how you like to be received.
Imagining someone who like doesn't understand what you're saying. They're like, yeah, my love language is having my hair pulled or whatever.
Okay. So here we go.
My love language is being pegged.
Okay, so I just found a simple infographic.
All right.
We're just gonna base everything we know off this one picture.
Okay.
I don't know if this is the true end all be all.
What more do you need to?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, really, the only thing you need, like, if you want to learn about the world, is infographics.
That's true. Okay, so there's 5.
Mm-hmm.
5. Thank you. There are 5 love languages. The first one being words of affirmation. Encourage, affirm, appreciate, empathize, listen actively. That's basically what it is. Physical touch, nonverbal, use body language and touch to express love. Receiving gifts, thoughtfulness, make your spouse a priority. Speak purposefully. Quality time, uninterrupted and focused conversation. So one-on-one time is critical.
Mm-hmm.
Last one, acts of service. Use action phrases like I'll help. They want to know you're with them, partnered with them. So if you're in a relationship or you aspire to be in one, or let's say you want to just like explain to your family, you know, this is just like how I feel. This is how I want you guys to show that you love me.
No, so this isn't just romantic.
It's not. Yeah, it's
okay.
It's also like platonic. It's love. Love doesn't mean just romantic.
Okay.
You know, like let's say if you're like you just have siblings, you know, and then like your love language is the one-on-one time. What was the name of that one? That was
quality time.
Quality time. Maybe you don't need to like do anything fancy or like do anything crazy. You just want to like chill with them, eat with them, you know, just hang out and talk. I'm
definitely big on that.
You know, that's like just what people like. Other people, they're like, you know, maybe their family, they buy each other things or they make things for each other. And also that this applies to relationships. So it's gonna get real deep, this podcast. We're really gonna dive into the emotions.
I think I express love that way, like buying shit, but like not in a. I don't know how to explain it. Like I'm not big on
so
like.
You don't love me. Because I bought this guy a chain. He's never bought me a chain. That's like a year ago, dude.
What kind?
That was a little
you got me a. You got me a chain that says.
Was it the Tyler one or was it a?
Oh yeah, yeah. It was the blonde chain.
Was it blonde? I got you the same one as I got, right?
Yeah, he got his matching.
So I'll wear it next podcast, but I have a chain that just says blonde, which is for one of the best albums of all time by Frank Ocean, his Blonde album, and I bought him one because he listens to it a lot too.
He got me a chain that was half of a heart, and then he had the other half.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think quality time is probably one of my biggest ones. Can I see the infographic actually?
Yeah. Let's pull this up.
I need to like look at it, visualize. God damn, that is small.
Yeah, there's real
I think
interesting
like
stuff here.
Quality time and like words of affirmation are like mine in terms of like how I want.
Do like a primary, a secondary, and like a tertiary kind of thing.
I think the main one is like quality time.
Yeah.
And then words of affirmation, and then like acts of service. Because I think that applies. Like something like if you cook for me, I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's very sweet. And that's also how I like if I love you, I will try to like make your life easier. Like I don't have a lot of money to do that, but I can like offer to do things for you. Yeah. So like that's how I like to like express.
And like if you have a significant other, let's say they work a lot, like physical work.
Yeah.
And they come home and then like a nice thing to do for that kind of person is, you know, maybe make them food.
Yeah, exactly.
Like get the shower running, a bath running, you know. That's like that's just a nice thing to have.
Someone's bothering them at work, you track them down, you kill them.
You kill them.
Something
in
nice
horrific
like
ways.
So yeah, you send them, you cut off one of their ears, you mail it to your beloved.
So for me, words of African
American.
I'm really pushing through this.
I believe
words of affirmation, physical touch, receiving gifts, quality time, acts of service. So I think for me, words of affirmation might be my number one.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, I just
Brandon, I love you.
I love you too, King. I just like I feel like that's like number one of me. Like if I come home and I'm like stressed out and then somebody says nice things to me, that's the best. I think it would be words of affirmation, physical touch, like that back rubs, that little thing.
Yeah.
This little thing. Look, you guys watching? Okay, this thing right here. Look, this thing right there. The little thumb thing.
Thank you.
You know, or like for the listeners, you know, when they just put like their hand on you somewhere.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm in love with you. Can we still record?
Yeah, man. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Sorry about that, King.
It's all right. I'm used to it. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Damn, this shit went south. But yeah, man. I think it would be number one would be words of affirmation. Number two would be physical touch. And
what if there was a sixth one and it was like sloppy toppy?
And that's number three, sloppy toppy.
That's your tertiary?
Just start sobbing violently after you're done. You just feel like, I'm so loved. You love me.
You love me
so much. I don't know what the third one would be. Receiving gifts sounds cool. I like gifts, but like it doesn't really like make me go crazy. I mean, I guess gifts would be the third one.
I think for me, if it's like I obviously appreciate if you get me like a nice, like expensive gift. I will appreciate it.
like a chain.
But for me, it's more like if you just see something, you're like, oh, Jonathan would like that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that a lot.
that means they're thinking of you.
Yeah, exactly. That's how like it works in my mind.
I feel like this year, like the past couple years, like I've been a very by myself, like me person.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, in my defense, I've kind of always been that way. But I'm changing the me mentality, not to like everything has to be about me, it has to be my way. It's more like I'm trying to be better, a better me that I like, so that when I eventually like start becoming more social again, then like I can be a better friend to people, like how I would want to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I respect that. I'm gonna move to the woods.
Dude, I want to, but I have to have a lot of dogs because I'm a little too paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm too paranoid. Yeah.
I don't know. I like the thing about like being in like the woods or being in like kind of rural areas. Everyone act like my throat didn't make that noise. Anyway,
Honestly,
I like being in like woodsy rural areas and being in nature and shit, but for a period of time, like for a vacation.
Yeah,
I can't live like that.
I definitely need that. It's been a minute since I've just been out in nature, and like I still remember, like I don't know if I've talked about this in the podcast. I might have. A couple years back, I went with one of my uncles. Very, very, very. I'm very close to him. He's like a father figure to me, stuff like that, you know. And then we went backpacking. So basically, when you go backpacking, you have a backpack, and then it weighs like about 50 to 60 to 70 pounds. You're carrying your tent, you're carrying your food, you're carrying equipment, you know, soap, all that stuff. I hiked up, I think 7 hours just uphill.
Nigga.
And then that night I fucking slept for like 12 hours. But after that I got up, and then I just started going up like this beautiful place. So it's called Seven Lakes for all you guys out there if you want to look it up. But I'll just kind of explain what it is. It's called Seven Lakes basically. Obviously there's 7 lakes here. It's like a mountain range where at the top there's a glacier. And then basically the glacial runoff going down to the different lakes, the higher you go, the water becomes more blue, like baby blue. So the 7th lake, the one on the bottom, they all have names. I can't remember them right now, but the one on the bottom is like, it's green.
It's sleepy, grumpy.
It just keeps getting more and more blue. By the time you're at the top, it's like, it looks like clear, icy water. And then even there's like, I don't recommend doing this if you just go hiking or outdoors, like in random places. But there's geysers that come out of the rocks that are coming straight from the mountain, from the glacier, and then it is, like to this day, I still remember it because it was the best drink of water I've had my whole life. Like there's minerals, like it just, there's just something about it just was different. Like it felt like
it's like the water from the end of Waterboy.
Yes, dude. It was like life was being poured into me or something. And then, but it just to people who like don't camp a lot, or if you're gonna go camping soon or something, you gotta research the area you're in, because I think it's like a family friend, like a guy, like a distant guy I know. He did that at like some like random mountain range where they don't have a lot of water like that, and it was sewage. And then he had diarrhea for weeks.
Yeah, he's sipping on that doo-doo.
He almost died. And then this also happens at other places. So you gotta like, either you can like talk to the rangers or like the people that go up there constantly. There's pamphlets and shit, and they'll say like, oh yeah, if you go to these geysers, they're fine. And then my uncle, he was a Boy Scout. He like knows a lot about that kind of stuff. So he's like, it's totally fine. And then I just filled up my jug. I downed it. It just like, it was the best water in my life, man. Like if you're a person who doesn't drink a lot of water because it doesn't have flavor, like you don't know what you're missing. I had to force that up because I
dude, my I had a barbecue a couple weeks ago with my family.
Yeah.
And my grandma told me she doesn't like water.
Yeah, that.
Is it like, wait, what?
Do they say whenever I hear anybody say that, it's,
wait, what the fuck?
It's because it doesn't have flavor.
Yeah, I was like,
water's the best.
What the fuck are you talking? What do you mean?
It's water, dude.
What is wrong with you?
It's not like air, dude. Like it's water, bro.
It's not like fire, dude.
If you have Arrowhead, Dasani, and like fucking Smart Water, there's flavors. There
is different. I don't care though.
Mm.
It doesn't. I'll drink nasty ass Dasani.
Once you have that water, bro,
I'm like spoiled.
yes.
Fuck. I don't want that.
No, dude. Like,
I think I would die if I tried to do that. If I tried to do a 7-mile hike like that, I would keel over.
I'll give you some other examples of that scenario where you have the best of something and then you can't downgrade anymore. Okay.
Go ahead.
So now me. I'm a fucking bitch for audio now.
Oh yeah, you're an audiophile.
An audiophile. So like I have these headphones. So it's like I'm like a baby audiophile. I'm like an amateur, right? The headphones I have they're called Asteroid 50s. So they the stereo on them, they're very good and they have like a very wide range, right? So with audio, for all you new people, if you don't know a lot about it, basically there's highs and lows. Highs being like think of Ariana Grande singing, and lows like the like ba 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 like low,
like
deep,
like low, like gay Obama.
like gay Obama.
Oh,
let me be queer. You know, so you have that. That's the range, and then the better the drivers or the audio the audio hardware gives you a wider range. Also, it depends on where you're getting the audio from, because sometimes the audio will be compressed. So like it's hard to explain. It's like if you had, let's say you had a 3-course meal, right? You have 3 different things that individually they're fucking delicious and beautiful. But then a shitty pair of headphones is if you put all 3 of them in one bowl.
If you put them in a blender.
Yeah, and then you just technically it's the same, more or less.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But you're not getting the same profiles.
Yeah, when you get it spread out and then you get each individual thing, it's just unreal. It's a whole different experience.
It's really fucking weird to me.
What?
Do you know like Soylent?
Yes. Oh, I've always wanted to try that.
You know, people do that like for fun. Like they just like, I don't like eating. That's really weird to me. Like maybe I'm biased as like a fat nigga, but like, what do you just don't like?
Go
eating?
on a Soylent diet for like 2 weeks.
Fuck.
What if you get fucking like chiseled? You're just like
I'd rather
Arnold.
I'd rather just do steroids than do fucking Soylent.
You'd rather I'm always considered doing steroids.
Same.
Man. Always.
Well, not always, but like there was an episode we did like I want to say like 6 months ago.
Oh, I think I'm looking at the title.
And you explained to me that like steroids aren't that big of a deal, and then I went home and like researched it, and I've basically found that like, you know, like the issues that you see from like you know, if any of you probably know, but like Chris Benoit, the wrestler, went crazy, like killed his family and shit. Shit like that happens because people like abuse steroids and use them incorrectly. But like
it's abuse.
If you use like a just one cycle, like a set, like regulated cycle of steroids, it's not that big of a deal.
No.
And then once I found that out, it's like very hard not to do it.
I want look people. Like I don't even
okay, there's gonna be a GoFundMe in the link for
I
this
don't even
episode.
want you guys to like
We're gonna buy Brandon and me some steroids.
I don't even want you guys to like think I'm playing around. Like I had an emotional experience because I recently started going back into the gym like hard.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like this like level I want to be at that I've never been at, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's this anime character who's basically that physique is like where I want to be.
What character?
His name is Gon.
Gon.
Gon. He's from an anime called Hunter x Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
For the whole anime, this is a light spoiler. He's a little boy. There's one particular scene that shows you what he looks like when he's a grown man. And I'm going to show you, and you know what? This is going to be the first time I'm going to do it, but if you're watching the podcast, I'll put a picture on the video so you guys
to
can
show
see,
you Gon.
to show you what this man looks like, or this boy man. Okay.
I think we should do an episode where we just show each other shit on our phones.
Like this.
Ooh.
Like
That's a bad bitch.
Like look at those thighs, man. Okay, man, like and I really just sat down and thought, like, if I really go 1,000%, I get a trainer, they put me on this regulated diet, like a super hard workout routine, is like I can do it because I have the mental willpower for this shit. Like I'll fight through some stuff that like really hurts my body physically. Like that hike, I should have stopped. and I did not stop. Like, if I really want something, and like it'll hurt to go through it, I'll push through it. Just it's willpower. That's all it is. And to get to that, I was just imagining it, and I don't know if this is like I don't know what to call it. Like if it's like a bitch thing. I don't know if I'm being toxically masculine to myself right now.
Mm-hmm.
But just imagining I was like that for one time in my life for a couple months kind of made me emotional because like it's something I really, really, really want. Is that weird?
I don't think it's toxic.
You get what
masculine.
I'm saying?
It is a little weird, but I think it's fine.
As
long as you're not like, oh, I'm fucking disgusting. That would be bad.
I don't want this for anybody. I don't want to walk around to be like fucking praise or like shit like that. This is like 95% for me. Obviously, everybody likes being told they look cool or whatever. That's fine. But like, this is almost all for me. I just want to like, I can just be in an empty giant white room and look like that, and I'll be happy. There'll be no one in there.
Here's a thought.
What?
You thought about going to jail?
Oh no, I'll get violated.
You're buff.
Nah,
you're like
bro,
strong.
I'll get violated straight up.
You're just too pretty.
I don't know about that, man. Like,
I think I might too.
I think I'll snap and just fucking go crazy. Cause like there's people in my family who I've seen get close to that level, and I have it in me, but I'm very much in control of my emotions now. I regulate them. Like I was very out of control for a couple years, and if I was pushed past that point, I would just go insane. I would just go crazy, go stupid. So I don't know what happened. I do not know what would happen to me if I go to jail. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm gonna become the fucking strongest motherfucker there. I'm gonna kill people.
See, I thought you were implying you were gonna get like passed around and shit.
I don't know if I'll just snap and just turn into like a little fucking girl, or if I'm gonna snap and I'm just gonna start eating people. Some wild shit. I don't know. I don't know. So
they should separate
prisons.
prisons.
Let's not find out
by like body mass.
By body mass?
Yeah.
That makes sense, man.
Just because, like, I
if
feel
you
like...
have, like, 40 fucking 6'3", 300-pounders, and then you throw in
Imagine, like, a 5'4" guy. Like, a skinny 5'4" guy being thrown in...
That's basically just... That's just a sex toy at that point. I mean, it is. Think about it.
It's like...
it's basically a sex toy.
It's like the dead man walking thing. It was like, fleshlight walking.
That's basically what it is. It's just
Holy
like
shit.
that's a walking sex toy right there. I feel bad. Or unless they're like crazy enough and then they have enough aggression, you can fight some people off. But like, if you got a 300-pound fucking 6'4" guy,
here's what I'm thinking.
You're not fighting
here's
that
my
off.
plan.
This isn't a cartoon.
Here's my plan. If you go to prison, if you're under 5'8", you get a gun. Just for protection.
You get like 2 bullets too.
Because we can't have people going crazy.
Yeah.
But you get 2 bullets, use them wisely.
What if all of them had guns and all of them had 1 bullet?
Well, they'll team up. Like, it would be segregated. It would be like all the manlets on one side and all the regular height men. The regular size.
The whole race thing would just go away. It would just be like based off your height and your build at that point.
Yeah, it's also like if you're like a string bean. If you're a dude who's like 6'2", but you're like 120 pounds, you go with the manlets because you're also very vulnerable. You'll get snapped in half like a bat.
Yeah.
People,
but
like, if you're like 6'2" and like one of those like really skinny dudes, they'll just pick you up, snap you over their knee like a baseball bat.
To be fair, we might not be able to base it on height. Because I've been going to the gym for a long time. I've seen some dudes that are 5'5", 5'4", that look like fucking Hulk.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like they're
because it has to be about like it should be about body mass, and also like there should be like a physical test.
Yeah,
like we're gonna see how much you can bench, how much you can squat,
everybody
how much you can
who's
deadlift.
Around the same level can be within the same vicinity.
How long?
Because then it's fair.
Yeah, exactly. You have like a prison full of like 5'4".
And to be fair, this guy doesn't really like prisons.
Yeah, I'm very.
But this
anti-prison.
is his optimal prison. If he,
it's like I'm
if
the
there's
dude
no,
who made
if he had no choice, and then there had to be prison, then he's like, well, at least I'll make it better. Is this your fucking?
Yeah, basic. I'm a reformer. I'm a reformer with results.
Let's
people.
fix this. Let's fix it.
This is Kamala Harris's plan, actually.
Oh wow, 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 wow,
Wow, wow, wow.
wow, wow, wow.
Are we supposed to stop now?
No, not yet. I'll do this thing.
Okay.
When I do this, that just means look.
When you do like a panicked motion.
No. I usually just go like this and then I stop moving. Like that's the.
Okay.
If you see me stop, then immediately stop too. Like let's make that a habit, huh?
Okay.
All right, that's fair. But yeah, I think this podcast is going in a lot of crazy directions, but yeah,
What's your ideal prison?
I feel like I agree with you, man. I can't really change anything. If there's a level playing field, I don't know if the race thing will still go into. Obviously, people are still in gangs, so like, how would that?
So here's what I'm thinking. I think it should also be segregated by crime. Like someone who like murdered someone or like raped someone should not be with like someone who like stole a car, or someone who's like
Stole a
trafficking
pack
drugs.
of gum.
Yeah, if you were like trafficking drugs, you shouldn't be with like the rapists or like child molesters or whatever. It's like different.
But then how do you have enough money to fund that separation within a prison? Instead of just having them all in just one giant cafeteria.
I mean, I think they could be in the same. I don't think it would be that much money. Really.
Inherently, you're human, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to socialize.
Yeah.
If you do not let them socialize, you might as well tell them to kill themselves because we're human. We need to socialize.
Well, I mean, you can. What I'm saying is, you would have like the murderers together, so they can socialize with other murderers. Like
they're just all gonna kill each other.
Yeah, you're a dude who.
I guess that kind of works out.
Yeah,
then.
because like that's not fair to people who like if you're just in prison because you like.
Or like a tax evasion or some shit.
Yeah, like one of those crimes where like no one's really being like hurt. You shouldn't be there with like some fucking psycho who just like guns someone down.
Isn't it kind of like that right now? Like, oh, we're gonna send you this federal blah 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 where all the fucking this and that's are, or we'll send you to this little like pussy prison where all the tax people are. It's kind of like that, right?
So it
I only
depends.
know this very little amount from movies, by the way. I don't know if that's
so
true.
there's certain like we would call like white collar crimes, like someone like fucking Bernie Madoff was not in
Yes, we all
LA
know
County
about
jail.
Bernie. Of course, Bernie Madoff.
He like ripped off a bunch of people
Oh,
in
okay.
2008
Thank you. You gotta
economic
explain stuff.
collapse.
You can't just say stuff. Not everybody knows this stuff.
A lot of people will know, I think.
Oh,
But
yeah,
anyway,
yeah,
so he's
yeah.
like a
Yeah,
white
yeah,
collar
yeah.
criminal. He committed crimes that had to do more with like finance. So for him, he was in like a much more easy prison. Or like do you know who Dinesh D'Souza is?
No.
He's just like conservative like political dude, and he went to prison for some form of like election fraud, and
Did he goat?
he went to like one of the bullshit like
That's what's up.
where you get to go home on the weekends and stuff like
What?
that. Yeah, like you get to
It's like fucking the
basically a
army.
halfway
It's like
house.
the reserves and shit.
yeah, like kind of, but there's also like federal prisons which are more like intense than like a regular fucking jail.
Yeah.
Like if you get federal time, you're going to do at least like 80-90% of it. A lot of times if you go to regular jail, you can get time off for like good behavior.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, so what I was actually going to ask you, what is your ideal prison? Like if we can't, like let's say we've reached a point where we can no longer actually hope for like meaningful prison reform or like decarceration. We have to have everyone in prison that we have right now and continue like the
process,
like the practices that we do right now, like putting people in prison for
Cool,
drugs and shit like that.
Cool.
How would you make it better?
My ideal prison would be everybody that did something violent.
Mm-hmm.
They're tiered from 1 through 5, and me personally decide what tier they are. I have to go through every single person.
So at the top is like a child molester or something like that.
No, at the top is somebody who cheats on video games. Right under that. Right. Those are
At the top is Gary V.
Yeah, right.
The top is
right at the top are those guys who cheat on video games. Then under that are child predators. I'm just kidding. That's a terrible bit.
No,
okay.
No, I agree with that.
So at the top of the list, obviously, is anybody who's done anything physically harming a child. They're at the top. They're at the top.
I respect that.
You either kill or do something bad to them. You're at the fucking top. Number 2 are serial killers.
Okay.
Number 3 is somebody who's killed people.
But like in the heat of passion.
No. Killed people like they shot a guy and then they just they never got caught. Not really a serial killer, You know, that's not the same.
Yeah.
And then like maybe like a couple weeks later they got in a fight with somebody, stabbed him to death. That kind of guy. So he's prone to killing, but he doesn't like.
Someone with like violent tendencies, but not like, oh, I fucking love killing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So that's a different kind of person. After that is somebody who killed somebody, and depending on why they killed them, they will be dead.
So like if the guy you killed cheated in a video game.
Yeah.
You're free to go.
Yeah, free to go.
Okay. Oh, the guy you killed broke one of your Gundams.
And I feel like depending on the situation, well, I don't know if I want to say what I'm about to say.
No, say it.
Okay. I'm just gonna give some context for what I'm about to say. There was a girl. I don't know the whole situation, but what I'm about to say is a fact.
Okay.
She was captured and kidnapped for years. She was harmed by a man in numerous ways. I don't want to say verbally. She eventually was free, and she killed him.
Okay, yeah, that should be legal.
She got sent to jail.
Are you talking about Centoya Brown?
Probably.
Yeah, she got freed now.
But why was
she
that?
shouldn't have been in jail in the first place.
Why was that even go to jail? She was kidnapped for years.
Yeah, the way like our legal system deals with like,
it's really stupid.
Sex trafficking is really fucking awful. Like I've talked about this on the podcast before, but like the idea that people have of sex trafficking, where it's like, you know, you're in a Target parking lot and someone fucking catches you in a butterfly net, like that's not usually what it is. It's usually that where like a guy is kidnapping a woman, usually not even by force necessarily, but like through legal threats. Like it's a lot of times it's women who are addicted to drugs or who have like run away from their homes if they're underage, or you know are like illegal immigrants. That's usually how sex trafficking actually happens.
Yeah.
But like our legal system doesn't focus on that, so what ends up happening in those situations is that the women who get trafficked end up getting sentenced and like arrested or like put in prison sometimes for like prostitution,
for like the bad stuff they did.
Yeah,
because
and like,
they were being forced to do.
Yeah, and then a lot of times like the men who traffic them, because it's not like this cartoonish idea of what sex trafficking looks like, a lot of times the men just fucking get off, even though like they were actually using
those
like, those
sick fucks are getting off.
Yeah.
On this shit. And those fuckers are number 5.
They're number 5?
They're number 5.
Yeah, I respect
So all those
that.
people get the death sentence.
That was you rolling out your new legal plans. You have to get like a little snappy one-liner in there. That's going to be me. That's me as like a defense lawyer, just getting like a little snappy fucking like.
I feel like
quip.
if you're 1 through 4, you should just be in isolation. Like you're basically not a person anymore.
Wait, so 1 through 4 are like the really violent ones?
And then number 5 is like they killed somebody. Maybe it was like a heat of passion type thing.
Like,
They
came home and my wife was in bed with another guy.
Maybe, and you know,
traffic rape.
There's possibly a way for these people to be reformed. I feel like that's 5. If you're anything above that, you just get put on that lonely thing. You have somebody check on you until you die.
Okay.
So that's basically it. Oh, here's your food. And then maybe you get. I don't even want them to have luxuries, but then they're also people, to a certain degree. So like, do I want them to have TV? Maybe an hour a day, and then give them books.
There's one federal prison for like really high level criminals, like the Unabombers there in Colorado, and their only luxury is a TV that only plays, I believe, PBS and some like Christian channel.
Yeah, something.
Maybe
like
have that.
That's all they can get. I mean, damn. See, I'm being a little compassionate here. Like I don't know if I want them to be killed, but like I feel like a serial killer, probably.
Yeah.
Like I mean, if you're skinning people alive and eating people, don't really deserve to live.
But what if the person, like, what if the people that like Jeffrey Dahmer killed, what if they all cheated at video games?
You know, there's debate there.
See, there's a difference.
There's definitely a difference, and there's a very fine line you have to walk.
Yeah. What would you do with like I don't know, people who like steal and shit, credit card scammers?
I mean, I guess that is more like an issue. I think I've learned a lot from you. That's an issue where something's wrong in their life and they need help, or they need mental help because they're like kleptos and shit. So something's wrong that's causing this person to do this. Help them some way. Help them get out. You know?
Okay.
And then so basically maybe through like it's jail in the sense that you can't leave, but it's through like heavy schooling and like therapy and shit like that.
Maybe like
And you have to
I
be-
feel like for thieves, I feel like the common thing is like poverty. So maybe like I don't know, like vocational training.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna teach you to be an electrician.
I mean, if you're stealing stuff, there has to be a reason you're stealing shit. And if
Yeah,
you're just like a
usually.
dumb 18-year-old kid who's stealing headphones from, from
yeah,
Best
if you're
Buy,
a dumb 16-year-old handsome mixed Mexican and black boy,
yeah, then just
and you're stealing
just
headphones
get
from your
slapped
Best
once
Buy.
or twice.
And I think
Once or
I
twice.
think they're good, sweet boys that are doing that.
Yeah, but besides stuff like that, I guess that's my ideal situation. I feel like killing just across the board should be very low for people. You shouldn't really be killing too much people,
I
I
gotta
guess
hear both sides.
I guess in the Wild West, like everybody basically got to kill somebody at some
Yeah.
point in their life.
We should bring that back.
I don't know about that.
I feel like that could be
I
fun.
don't know. Or like, fucking medieval times. Like, oh yeah, there's this guy. He was attacking my mom while we were getting fucking cabbages. Cut his fucking foot off.
Getting cabbages.
And then it's like, oh dude, that's what's up. It's not like, oh shit, you're gonna go to jail. It's not that.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well, I mean, like the legal, like the existence of like law as a practice and as like a like.
there's a hair on here. It's bugging the shit out of me.
Oh, what
Got
the
it.
fuck? Anyway, yeah, like law as like a practice, kind of arose after that, like after feudalism ended.
Yeah,
That's
that,
how like law.
that makes a lot. Hey,
came
you
to
can't
be.
really do that. You have
Hey,
a
you can't
sword.
do that.
That's a giant
Hey,
weapon.
The thing is, we don't. We're all individuals now. We're kind of removed from our like social context. We're gonna need some laws to keep track of you fucking freaks, so
Yeah,
you're not killing
there's
people
some
over
crazy people
cabbage.
out there. I mean, even like
Yeah, some people are the Joker.
even in LA, like, isn't there like, I say like too much.
That's fine.
There was a person who broke into somebody's house, cut their foot on the glass coming in, and stole something and sued
Respect.
the
Respect.
homeowner and won.
I respect the scammer.
How the fuck does that make any sense? Like, it's you don't have any sign about broken glass. What? Don't break my glass.
I wonder if there's like some missing context to that.
Possibly.
Because like, have you ever actually heard like the reality of like the McDonald's lady
No, what was that? I feel like you told me about this.
There was, like,
It's
a
vaguely
story-
familiar.
that went on that got really popular in the 90s about this woman who spilled hot coffee at a McDonald's and then she sued McDonald's.
That was real.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, yeah.
it was like a real thing, but like the context that people would always leave out when they talked about it, because it became a thing of like, oh yeah, everyone wants to sue nowadays, and they kind of portrayed this woman as like a scammer. The reality is McDonald's had been brewing their coffee at 300 degrees to like keep it hot longer, which is not in line with safety codes, and so when it fell on her, she got third-degree burns, and like basically, I don't know what the right word is for when it's your skin, but the heat literally like melted parts of her like skin together.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she had to go to like the ICU. It was really fucking awful, but that part wasn't included in the story
There's
when
like
people
there's
talk
like
about
hot where it's just like fuck.
it. Yeah,
You
this
just-
is like
You slap your fucking skin.
yeah,
up
this
and
is
it's not
getting
even red,
welded.
You know?
You're getting welded shut.
That kind of burn is like, oh, this is borderline lava.
Yeah, so
This is
like
coffee
she
lava.
actually originally just sued to pay for her medical bills, and then the jury and the judge like learned what happened and why it happened, and they're like, oh, actually she deserves like more money than that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I don't know. Whenever I hear stories about that, I'm like, I wonder if there's something else to it that I'm not hearing about.
Yeah, I mean, but what? Oh, create a scenario where the glass thing would be fine.
I think it's okay to break into people's houses.
You see, is it though? If this was your house and your like little
It's
sister was
different.
there,
That's my house.
you see,
It's okay to break into other
Imagine if a
people's
guy
houses.
broke into your house with your family there, and then he broke his foot, maybe hurt somebody,
Well, I would defeat him with logic, and he would leave.
and then okay, Ben Shapiro, shut up. and then he sues you personally, and he's like,
Mhm.
"Fuck you, sue you personally," and then sues and wins.
So I would be like, first of all, joke's on you, nigga. I'm broke. What are you gonna sue me for? I'll give you a kiss on
You
the
can
forehead.
still get sued though, right?
That's all you get. Yeah, but you would just like, you wouldn't be personally responsible for most.
Couldn't a company sue you for millions of dollars even though you don't have that money?
So they can, but you wouldn't give them the money.
How
It's a countersuit from a company is by and large just a tool to like have a case thrown out, because if they sue you, if like McDonald's sues you, you still have to like fight it, and it's extremely expensive, and it's a huge pain in the ass. So most of the time when that happens, it's just a way for them to be like, all right, let's fucking settle this out of court so we don't have to deal with this shit.
Ugh.
It's like a little trick.
That sounds.
We should sue each other.
I really don't want to go through any kind of legal process.
Yeah, I'm gonna sue
ever
you.
in my life. Like
I'm gonna sue you.
Like if I ever got married, like you know, obviously a lot of people want to get married, a lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever get married, and I don't know how a lot of people feel about this, I feel like doing a prenup makes the most sense.
Absolutely.
Like it shouldn't even be a like. If you're marrying somebody, obviously you want to be with them forever at the moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
You do not know what kind of person you will be in 10 years. Somebody in your...
Or what's going to happen. Like a lot of... Like most marriages end because of money. It's not even like, oh, you're a bad person or whatever. It's like financial issues that drive people apart. And like, you don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
You really don't. And
especially when you're buying a home and shit.
And like, if I'm with you, like, obviously I'm going to try my best to make this relationship work.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I don't know if you are. You don't really know if I am. I'm basically making a vague promise. The prenup will at least be a level of safety that both of you will get,
mm-hmm.
which makes fucking sense. But then you'll have the thing where like, oh, you don't love me. You think we're gonna break, you know? But like, you gotta be realistic in that scenario.
Yeah. Well, it's also like if you, like if, I don't know, like if you are confident that it's not necessary, then it's also like shouldn't be a big deal to sign it, because it wouldn't make a difference.
Yeah, like we're never gonna need to use it, but why not just have it?
A philosopher by the name of Kanye West said, "We want prenup, we want prenup."
Yep.
Yeah. Something that you need to have.
Yes.
The philosopher of our times.
That's what you need to do, man. For all the boys out there, and all the girls too. If you got girls listening. If you're gonna get married, do a prenup. Be smart.
Yeah,
I'm 26. Usually, this kind of language will come from like an older man who's been through a couple divorces.
I'm realistic. I feel like my future wife is probably gonna make more than me. So, you know, baby, if you're watching, I'll sign the prenup.
Have you seen the meme? You know who Taika Waititi is?
Yes.
The director of Thor Ragnarok.
Mm.
Okay. Have you seen the meme with him standing next to the I can't remember the actress's name. She's a tall white woman.
Oh yeah.
Where he's standing, he's showing her something.
Mm.
And
yeah.
Where it's like, oh, when you're showing your executive, super boss, girl boss wife, this, and then it's like always something real dweeby and dorky. That is what I want.
Yeah, me too.
You know,
what would be my equivalent of that though? Like showing something dorky.
Oh, look at this! Like pseudo political drama about so and so and
no,
such and
I don't
such.
want that. I wouldn't.
Or read about this book about a guy who sacrifices his left leg for all of humanity to have the perfect economy, but what that means to his inner self and shit like that.
Oh, I would be like, oh, look at this King of the Hill meme. I think it would. Look at this Simpsons
both
meme.
of the things we said apply to him. That's how diverse my man's here is.
My man's. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a big brain boy right here.
Yeah, I am annoying. Affectionately.
Effectively.
I think it's a good. I've been trying to do that. Like if I say anything self-depreciating, just be like, you know, affectionately.
I used to do that a lot because I was afraid to be. I
was a lot worse before. Yeah, I used to do it a lot more.
I would do it a lot because I was always trying to clown myself before other people can clown me because I was so insecure about everything about me.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely not there anymore. You feel me? But that's a very bad road to be because eventually you'll start believing some of that shit. Or maybe you do and you're just saying the stuff you really believe, but then people take it as a joke, which is also not good. So it's all about self-love on this podcast, guys.
Yeah.
Boy, girl, whatever you are.
You know what? What's interesting? I'm like fatter. Oh, this isn't like the fattest I've been. The fattest I've been is probably about a year and a half ago. But I think I'm like a lot more confident in this stage of my life than when I was like not thin, but like I was like a level of chubby where like you probably wouldn't even know unless I like took my shirt off.
Yeah, he was pretty strong looking guy. You look like a power lifter. like a
Yeah.
strong
I'm
man.
trying to get back to that, but I have like gotten more.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Continue your thing, and
No. Oh, yeah. So I was just saying like I'm more confident now. Like I was thinking about that because I went to the beach at one point, and I was, I have the 5-inch inseam swim trunks above the knee. I'm walking. I have no shirt on. The dick is like a little visible, like a little too visible. I'm drunk, and I was like, I would not have done this when I was like 16.
That's confidence, ladies and
now
gentlemen.
I'm a big ass
That
nigga,
is
and I'm willing to do
confidence
that.
right there. That is what we all need. You all want to be like this man. Okay, so what I said after I said powerlifter. Do you know who Thor Jorgensen is?
No.
This man, he's from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I know who the giant motherfucker.
The Mountain.
Yes,
That's
I
his
have
name.
seen him.
He has 2 nicknames. He's called Thor and the Mountain. He is fucking huge, okay? So there's him and this other guy, Eddie Hall. They are the pinnacle of powerlifting supermen, basically. They're both at least 6'5". They're fucking huge.
Yeah, me too.
They both weigh 300 plus, and they're lifting like fucking hundreds and hundreds, almost 1,000 plus pounds of just shit. So one of the competitions is them flipping like a 600-pound wheel, like for like a Bobcat truck thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, they have this huge chain with a literal boat anchor, and they fucking pull it. And then after that, they do deadlifts with like 9 plates.
I'd just be like, fuck you, man.
I was watching this, and
That's enough.
I felt like a little boy watching wrestling again. I was like, oh! Bro, like.
Yeah, I want one of them to carry me around.
I'm pretty sure I'm butchering his name. His nickname is The Mountain. He has a YouTube channel. Actually, I respect this man so much. I'm not gonna say his name wrong. Okay? So I'm gonna find the fucking guy, and then I'm gonna tell you his real name, and then you guys are gonna appreciate the level of power.
I would like him to carry me around like a baby.
You gotta just carry this for a bit so I can find this fucking video.
I was thinking about Jason Momoa. A friend of mine posted like a thing, like Jason Momoa said like, yeah, I shower pretty much every day, and she was like, I would like to suck the water out of the washcloth. And it's kind of cool seeing Jason Momoa is like a very like classical style of like hot dude, because like the government started putting chemicals in the water at some point, and it makes women want to fuck men that look like Woody Allen.
That's what's up.
And like Jason Momoa is like changing that.
That's
where
good.
It's like, yeah, I want to get fucked by like, a dude who looks like some sort of like, Greek fertility god.
Okay. So his name is Hafthor Bjornsson. Hafthor Bjornsson.
Hafthor Bjornsson.
So that's Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall is huge, by the way. So I'm gonna put pictures up of these guys too.
Oh, I've seen that dude.
Eddie Hall, he's super famous. They're both European. I don't know if there's an American version of this. They're both huge.
It's me.
So let's look at what this guy's stats are. He's 27. He's 205 centimeters. I don't know how big that is.
It's like 10 feet tall.
It's 10 feet
205 centimeters?
2 feet. He's 6'8".
Jesus Christ.
God. He's 6'8", 200, almost 300 pounds. This guy is huge as fuck. And I was just watching it, and then I was thinking about you. I was like, if you were like
if I wasn't a short king.
If you weren't a short king, bro, you'd be in this. You'd be in that, bro. Look, I'm trying to look like straight physique, like just
you want to look like a fucking like.
I just want to be a statue with a leaf here. That's all I want to be. I want you to be a literal walking fucking like
a boulder.
like a ox, like a boulder, dude. And these guys, they're not lean. They're like built, but they got that hard belly thing that you have. That's why I immediately thought of you, and I was like,
why do I have that? How come my belly isn't soft?
That's a strong man thing. These guys are
I'm meant
huge.
to be a fucking
This guy's supposed to be a strong man. I'm supposed to be a fucking Greek statue. This is what we aspire to be. And I feel like our podcast is going on for a little long right now, but I just want you guys to know.
Wait. This brings us back full circle. There is going to be a link to a GoFundMe in the description for this episode to get both me and my man Brandon right here a steroid cycle.
We're going to get on it.
Donate
to
it.
For you guys.
Donate.
This is
There's going to be a lot of people saying, oh, donate to, people getting evicted from their homes. Donate to, the victims of this flood or whatever. I want to be buff. He wants to be buffer.
We both want this. And you could tell we really want it.
This is a lot more important.
This is definitely more important.
You can find a new home. I can.
I
I don't want to miss out on being.
whenever I hear us talk about this, I just think like somebody's gonna take this seriously, man.
Good. I'm being fucking serious. Send me
He's
money.
being serious, man.
I want steroids, BBL, and what else? What else should I get? I'm gonna get fake titties.
Okay, and we're gonna end this here. We love you guys. This is a podcast full of love and self-love and some little dark parts in the middle.
Confidence.
But we appreciate you guys as listeners. However many of you guys are, it doesn't matter if there's 3 or 40 or a million of you.
It doesn't matter if one of you is Obama.
It doesn't matter if one of you is a gay Obama.
Yeah, even if you're gay Obama,
then
we will let you be queer.
It is all love. It's all love. We'll see you guys next week. We are 5 years late. I'm Brandon. This is my man's here.
Jonathan.
We'll see you next time. Deuces. Bye-bye.